Judaism has a Zionism problem. And just like white supremacy is a problem that white people must address and dismantle from within, Zionism is something Jewish people must address and dismantle from within. I realized after seeing some comments on my videos how few people actually understand what Zionism is. So this comment came from a video where I'm addressing a Jewish man loudly and proudly proclaiming himself Jewish, saying some really fucked up shit about Muslims. In the video I said I would normally refer to this person as a Zionist, but because they were so loudly and proudly a Jewish supremacist, I was going to address them as such. That's what they want. They want us to constantly say that Jews and Zionists are the same, right? So let's give them what they want. The person disagreed. No, we shouldn't give them what they want. There are so many Jews who are completely against the Zionist ideology. Except that really isn't true. 7%. Only 7%, and I should have clarified that this is American Jews, identify as anti-Zionist. Anti-Zionist is the bare fucking minimum. This person asked me where I got the 7% statistic from, as they've seen that only 37% of Jews identify as Zionist. But that 37% is extremely misleading. Let's get into it. So I shared a link to this article, which is from the Institute of National Security Studies, which is based in Tel Aviv. The Jewish Federations of North America released a survey on Jewish Americans, and right there, 7% identify as anti-Zionist. Only 37% identifying as actual Zionists. In order to understand that number, you need to break down the data, and this article does a great job. It's from the Jewish telegraphic agencies, where it says they need to start listening beyond labels like Zionist. First, let's make sure we have a common understanding of what the term Zionism is, and here it is straight from the horse's mouth. Core definition: the right of the Jewish people to have a Jewish state. Do you know what that is called? That is called an ethno-state. Do you know what is required to uphold an ethno-state? Apartheid, subjugation, separation, ethnic cleansing, and genocide. An ethno-state cannot exist without those things. The common understanding of what Zionism is: 9 out of 10 Jews strongly support Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. That means that 9 out of 10 Jews are Zionists. What has happened is that Zionism has had definition creep, right? So some say, well, I support the state of Israel and its right to exist, but I don't support the Netanyahu government, so therefore I'm not a Zionist. Wrong. You are a Zionist. If you support the state of Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state, you are a Zionist. Netanyahu is mask off Israel, just like Donald Trump is mask off United States. He represents everything Israel stands for. Israel does not have the right to exist. No state has the right to exist. People, human beings, have the right to exist. And no one on this planet deserves an ethno-state. No one. Ethno-state requires horrifying things to uphold it. And I will just remind you that Israel modeled their own apartheid laws after the US's Jim Crow laws. Israel does not have the right to exist, but the Palestinian people do. They have the right to exist on the land where they have lived for centuries, under one state from the river to the sea, where everyone has equal protections under the law.